In today's video, I'll be doing another medieval manuscript inspired journal entry, and this time I'll be using some watercolor pens and probably some acrylic markers as well. And as always, this isn't historically accurate, this is just me having fun in my journal, admiring that medieval manuscript look and practicing my Gothic lettering. So, with that being said, this notebook is also the Hobonichi cousin, in case you were curious. Here's the last one I did. Now we'll be doing a different one. All right. I'm not doing a one-for-one copy of any of the manuscripts I'm just referencing the types of motifs used in them, like the shapes of the patterns and things like that. So I'm combining a bunch of different graphics or motifs from multiple images and manuscripts to make this journal spread. First, I am going to use pencil to draw out my layout. One of them has this really cool 2-column, which I'll drop in the image here, but I want to do that 2-column look, and then maybe the second one, I'll do more illustrations around it, maybe like a tighter square, or if I do that one here, because I think I have less to say for Friday than I did Saturday, because Saturday was more eventful, so maybe I'll switch them. I'll do the more illustration style one and then 2 columns here. Okay, let's do that. So how wide should I make this column? Maybe I'll count in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I need some room around the edge to draw, so it'll be a very skinny column here. This is what a 10 would be on all sides. But that is so tiny, that leaves me no room. So I might end up doing a more vertical one. Also notice I don't have my kneaded eraser out this time. I'm using a different eraser. I do not want a repeat of the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now let's make my square here. And actually, I don't even know if this will evenly fit my lines. Let's see. I usually write my letters in a height of 2 grid sizes. Okay, it's just 1 too high. So what if I add another row? That way there won't be a single line, an orphan line. I kind of do want to do a drop cap or an initial. If I did it 4, if I did it 4 by 4, not as large as I usually make them, or if I did it 6 by 6, yeah, I think maybe 6 by 6 would look better. So this will be my initial for whatever word I decide to start the paragraph with. And then now, let's make my border for the art. Rotate this. One thing I don't like about this eraser is it leaves all kinds of crumbs. But I don't want to wrinkle my paper. The kneaded eraser has too much grip on it. Oops. Now what's the halfway point? How many are there total? And then actually I think I need this bottom border. And then the top doesn't connect on my inspiration image. And I won't be using a whole lot of fountain pens for this entry since I'll be using watercolor, and watercolor will mess up fountain penning unless it's water resistant. So the text that I am going to be writing in, it'll be water resistant ink. Editing Sadie here, and I just wanted to mention that I keep changing the patterns because I'm not really feeling any of the patterns I'm drawing initially, and so I go back and forth changing and erasing what patterns I'm drawing. Drawing geometric patterns is not my strong suit. So inside of the borders are more rigid geometric patterns, and then around it will be more organic floral leaf-like shapes. Fear I may be getting too detailed, but it's okay. Kind of like that little angel. But maybe I draw it over here. Yeah. Yeah, there's the little angel there. I don't know how he's gonna look with watercolor, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, you know what I should draw? I don't even know if they're supposed to be dragons, some type of creature, but they're funny looking. And I think it would be cute to add one here. The great thing about drawing in a medieval style is that if it looks funny proportion-wise, then it looks true to medieval times, because their proportions in their drawings were super funky looking. You know what? I'm making it too big. Or should I make it that big? No, I should make it smaller. As I said earlier, I'm not copying any one manuscript. I'm looking at, I think I had like 10 different manuscripts up on my iPad just out of frame, and I was copying little elements from each one, so combining different elements together to make this design, and finding designs that fit the space that I'm working with here. And sure, I could come up with my own designs, but I think it's more fun to emulate these manuscripts entirely with their motifs, not just the style of it as well. Now for my colors. A lot of them have this blue, green, red theme going on. So I'm gonna pull my blues, greens and reds. Okay, let's test this color. Okay, yep. Yep. Orangey, I think that's exactly what I need. Okay, this one's very orangey. Okay, I don't think, is that the right blue? Maybe. Okay, yes to this blue. Maybe to this other blue. Okay, these are definite yeses. And then I need gold, so let's do, I think this might be gold. Yeah, that's gold. Is this one gold too? Are they the same? Yeah, they are. Okay, yes to gold. And if I need a finer gold, I think I have a gold. Yep, this is more yellowy. Do I do this side first? Maybe. Okay, now I want my G red, so maybe I'll start with that. Then I'll have to outline it in black or something. Now what black should I use is the question. Okay, that's a lot of red on this side. I feel like I need to balance it out on this side. So maybe I'll do these red. They also had some oranges. That's a little too... Too brown. Too yellow. Okay, I think this orange. because this little dragon fella, I think I want to make him orange. They also had like yellows though, but I think that was actually gold leaf. So do I do a more yellow color that kind of looks like gold? No, they actually had yellows too. They did have yellows. Okay, I'm gonna make this guy yellow. Is that bright enough? Maybe. Okay, maybe this yellow. As for the gold leaf, I wonder if I do gold leaf like around my drawings. Would that be too much? Maybe. But it kind of would look more authentic if I did gold in between. Otherwise it stays the white of the paper, and that is kind of boring. I feel like I need a little bit more yellow over here too to balance. Do I do green? Oh, actually I could put this angel in yellow. Then his wings are blue. And then now I need to add some green in here. I wonder if the paper can handle a huge layer of acrylic paint. I'm kind of hesitant to do that, but I think it would look really cool, so I think it might be worth the risk to do gold around this watercolor here. All right, now the part that I'm kind of scared to do, but okay. Not so bad. Okay, I actually think I like that. You see that? The way it shines. Okay. And then I'll do probably black pen on top for like some outlines. Let's see how much it's bleeding through. Not too bad actually. Actually, no bleed at all. It's just a heavy ghosting. I do love these acrylic markers from Arrtx. I wonder how long this thick layer will take to dry, but I guess I can work on that page while it dries. Yeah, I definitely feel like I need to define these a little better with like a black. Oh God, my hand hurts. Hand cramps. Okay. Wow, it got sunny all of a sudden. Looks cool. Definitely needs outlines though. Okay. Now on to the next page. Gosh, I'm going so slow. Red. Oh, shoot. Put my hand on there too early. Oops. Can I? Oh no, I'm just making it worse. It's okay, I'll use some white paint. Here we go. Yeah, well. Wow, it's hard to color details with this brush pen. Because my hand cramps. All right, I need a break from drawing those ones. My hand hurts. Okay, let's start with maybe this one and see. Not my favorite. Is this one still better? Yeah, it is. Okay, I think I'll use this one then. Look at the gold on that. I wonder if I should outline it with black. I feel like that would look nicer. And editing Sadie here, recording a voiceover because I got completely lost in the sauce in this. I was so focused that I forgot that I was even filming or that I should have been talking. So I am dead silent in this part. So that's why I'm recording this voiceover. But anyway, I don't think I mentioned the specific brushes or pens that I'm using here. So all of the watercolor brushes are the Zig Clean Color brushes. And as I said, they're watercolor based or water based. And this black pen that you see me using most here is the Pilot Juice pen in a 0.5mm line width. I did use the Copic Multiliner in 0.5 in a few spots as well, but I mostly used the Juice gel pen. I took out a gold sparkly gel pen in the beginning of the video, but I never actually ended up using it since I used the Arrtx acrylic marker. It's the metallic gold color, and I can't remember which set I got it from. I think the very first one, I have two of them. I think the first one I got from a 90 color set. And this fountain pen here is the LAMY LX in rose gold, and I have a 1.9mm stub nib on it. And the ink I'm using is Sailor Kiwaguro, which is a black pigmented ink, and it is water resistant. Okay, that's all from editing Sadie. My fingers keep smearing ink, gosh darn it. It still feels kind of wet and tacky too. But I don't want to wait for it to dry, I'm just impatient. I'm ready to get this done with. Oh my goodness, it is done, and I didn't mess it up this time. Okay, that is the spread. Wow, this took a really long time. I think this took, I want to say it took 3 hours for all of this. 2.5 to 3 hours. That's a long time for this. This is why I like to use stickers, because hand drawing takes so much longer, but the gold looks so cool. Like that gold foil looking, super cool. But that's another medieval manuscript inspired journal entry. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.